It is typical procedure for larger smartphone makers for Samsung and Apple to test out numerous prototypes of their next flagship series before determining which version gets to the mass manufacturing line. However, on this occasion, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is still to be officially introduced in various territories, and an out-of-the-blue report suggests that the Korean giant is already testing a prototype of the Galaxy S26 Ultra that does not have any visible camera. This would suggest that Samsung is seeking to give a full-screen experience without any cuts, much like what Apple is believed to be doing. A variety of comparisons demonstrates that while this technology is nice, it should not be deployed as a cool factor while offering inferior imaging results. Even Apple has been said to be testing out this technology on several occasions, but it failed to debut in any iPhone range, possibly due to the same reasons. We should also emphasize that Samsung undoubtedly has a conventional prototype of the Galaxy S26 Ultra accessible for testing, and for the most part, we feel that this version will end up on the mass production line due to the fewer issues that come with creating such a smartphone. Also, Samsung is one of those corporations that rarely wants to be the first to offer fresh technology and waits for mass adoption before switching to something new to help with cost reduction, though this was not always the case. One example is how Samsung's 200 megapixels with ISOCELL HP9 is not used in the Galaxy S25 Ultra, but is sold to other smartphone manufacturers. Since there are not a whole lot of updates accessible at this time, we suggest readers to consider this information with a pinch of salt. However, the most highlighted product of the unveiling ceremony was the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra with a fresh look. It seems like the fans were hoping for Samsung to announce something interesting at the camera front, but the only improvement it got was the 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens. Now, we realize that it's too early, but the leaks and rumors regarding the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra have already started circulating on the internet. A well-known Chinese tipster digital chat station has tipped on Weibo that the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra can get a substantial update on its camera. This will be an inclusion of a new 200-megapixel periscope telephoto sensor that we have seen on the Vivo X200 Pro as well. We all know that Samsung's S-series Ultra smartphones are pretty powerful when it comes to zooming capabilities, and with a 200-megapixel periscope telephoto lens, this can be a really good upgrade. Now, it's not just the camera update that has been rumored. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra can also be packed with a silicon carbon battery. We have seen these batteries on other newest flagship smartphones, such as the OnePlus 13, Vivo X200, and more. Moreover, we might also see some modifications in the nomenclature of the Samsung Galaxy S26 series. The S26 Ultra is rumored to come next year as the S26 Note. The Plus variation could be titled the S26 Pro, while the vanilla model will remain the Samsung Galaxy S26. Here are 5 things I wish to see improved with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The new year has begun on a relatively lackluster note with the S25 Ultra. Samsung's latest flagship phone has a lot going for it, such one of the most robust bodies on the market, the most powerful Android chipset to date, a gorgeous display, and much more. But the characteristics that made the Ultra wonderful were already there in the past generation and the one before that. The few upgrades that the S25 Ultra introduces are either incremental or AI related, and AI still feels like a gimmicky aspect of modern phones at this stage. So suffice it to say, I was left wanting more. This has us thinking more about the future and what I want from the S26 Ultra. On that point, I've developed a list of the top 5 changes/upgrades I wish Samsung to introduce with its next high-end flagship. 5. Give us more vivid color options. Flagship phones have to cater to a large group of potential buyers. Therefore, smartphone manufacturers prefer to go for more subdued color selections nowadays. At first sight, Samsung offers a good selection of color options for the S25 Ultra, but when you set them next to each other, many look extremely similar, and it's impossible to identify them. They all just end up looking as different hues of white and gray. I want Samsung to be more imaginative with its color palette next year. At least have the online exclusive hues be more of a statement and bright. Why not have a deep purple or green, or go a little crazy and have a hue that softly fades from vivid to modest? And sure, I realize most people put cases on their phones anyhow, but Samsung's Ultra series is one of the most durable phones with its titanium shell and Gorilla Glass armor display and back panel. Last year, I noticed the S24 Ultra had fewer scratches than other phones we tested, and the S25 Ultra's Gorilla Glass Armor 2 is even stronger. So, why not leverage that strength and give individuals bolder colors to express themselves with? 4. Double down on the S Pen. As smartphones become more identical across brands, distinctive features like the S Pen help Samsung's Ultra series stand out. However, Samsung's decision to eliminate Bluetooth capabilities from the S25 Ultra's S Pen aroused questions about the stylus' future. Will the corporation phase it out totally in the future years? Instead of pulling back, Samsung could spend on increasing the S Pen's capabilities. Restoring Bluetooth features is a wonderful starting point, but why stop there? The S Pen might be redesigned as a formidable instrument for creativity and productivity. Collaborations with producers of software like Adobe might unlock new features for artists, while futuristic ideas like gesture-controlled 3D painting could combine perfectly with Samsung's Android XR headset. A particularly fascinating direction would be cross-device integration. Imagine using the S Pen not just on the Galaxy S26 Ultra, but also to control presentations on a Galaxy Book or even navigate a Samsung Smart TV, creating a completely integrated world. 3. Integration of a silicon-carbon Si-C battery. Silicon-carbon batteries are a cutting-edge concept already being researched by brands like OnePlus. These batteries promise more energy storage, faster charging, and longer lifespans compared to typical lithium-ion choices. By exploiting silicon anodes, which store up to 10 times more lithium ions than graphite anodes, they can give greater battery life without increasing size. Additionally, silicon-carbon batteries offer faster electron transit, suggesting speedier charging times. Advanced designs have also addressed prior durability concerns, ensuring these batteries last longer across several charge cycles. Samsung adopting this technique for the S26 Ultra will not only raise its battery game, but also solidify its position as a pioneer in hardware innovation. 2. More improved charging capabilities. While Samsung tops its nearest competitors, Apple and Google, in charging speeds, its 45W wired charging still feels lacking compared to brands like OnePlus. During our tests, the S25 Ultra took roughly 1 hour and 10 minutes to go from 0% to 100%. That's fine, but far from innovative, especially for a phone that markets itself as the ultimate flagship. I'd want to see charging times lowered to 30 to 45 minutes next year. Another wasted chance this year was magnetic wireless charging, which we expected but didn't receive with the S25 Ultra. While third-party cases can offer this functionality, it doesn't correspond with the smooth premium experience we've come to expect from Samsung's Ultra series. Incorporating it directly inside the S26 Ultra would be a wonderful bonus. 1. Make 24 megapixels the default for photographs. Samsung's cameras are among the best in the industry, although the default photo resolution remains 12 megapixels across most of its lenses, with the exception of the 10 megapixels 3x telephoto camera. With the strong Snapdragon 8 Elite processor and cutting-edge sensors like the 200 megapixels main camera, the S26 Ultra should have no difficulty defaulting to 24 megapixels shots across the board. Apple established the benefits of a higher default resolution with the iPhone 15 series, and Samsung could find similar results. While 24 megapixels images are achievable with Samsung's Expert RAW program, the extra procedures involved discourage most consumers. Making 24 megapixels, the standard would give crisper, more detailed photographs straight out of the box, with the added bonus of more freedom for cropping and post-processing. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, a chance to excite again. The Galaxy S25 Ultra reinforced Samsung's reputation for fine craftsmanship and high performance, but it lacked the daring innovation we've come to hope for from the Ultra series. With the S26 Ultra, Samsung has an opportunity to break free from incremental improvements and create something genuinely memorable. A generation that stands out in history. To captivate the imagination of its audience, the S26 Ultra needs to go beyond the expected and banal. It's not just about providing more power or polishing existing functions, but about surprising users to make them enthused about tech again. Whether it's a striking design that turns heads like what Google did with the Pixel 6 series, or new tools that elevate creativity like the S Pen, Samsung has the ability to drive the conversation in smartphone innovation. At its core, the Galaxy Ultra range seeks to represent the best of the best, a demonstration of Samsung's vision for the perfect phone. The S26 Ultra can expand on that tradition by not only competing with rivals, but by delivering the kind of revolutionary experience that marks a generation of devices. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.